Hey guys, Mark here. Hope you're having a great day. Today is Monday, it's the 30th of March, and we're filming episode 3 of How to Aquascape. A simple beginner's guide for people who are new to aquascaping, giving them a helping hand. And in this episode we're going to talk about soil. Now first off I want to say that there's a lot of different kinds of substrate you can use for a planted aquarium. We're just going to talk about soil because I have the most experience with that. And I think that this is, in my opinion, is the best substrate that you can use for a planted tank. Now if you missed the first 2 episodes of How to Aquascape, I'll put a link up there. As in previous episodes, I have my girlfriend sitting behind the camera. She's going to ask me 5 beginner questions and I'll try to answer them as best as I can.
So what is soil?
Soil is a kind of substrate that is specifically manufactured for the aquarium hobby and for planted tanks. I think it's made from natural earth that has been compressed into these small granules, and then they add some nutrients to it and then they burn it or they bake it so it holds their shape. Yeah, it's perfect for planted aquariums.
What are the pros of soil?
The pros, there's a lot of them. First off, it's an all-in-one product, so you can literally open a bag, pour it into your aquarium and you're good to go. It doesn't need any rinsing. Second of all, it lowers the pH of the water, so it makes your water slightly more acidic, which is perfect for most aquariums, which is perfect for most plants. Third of all, it has a lot of nutrients inside the soil, but also it's capable to take nutrients from the water and lock that into the soil and then feed that to the plant roots. Another thing, it's very forgiving. Let's say you forget to dose your liquid fertilizers. It's not really a big problem because the soil itself has plenty of nutrients for your plant roots. So if you forget to dose for a couple of days, yeah, it's not going to cause any issues. And the last thing, which is also very important, is the soil itself forms a great home for beneficial bacteria. So bacteria will grow into your soil and that will help stabilize your aquarium and yeah.
So what are the cons of soil?
There's a few things that you need to consider when you use soil in your planted aquarium. First and foremost, when you use fresh soil, it will release a lot of ammonium into the water. So the first couple of 2-3 weeks you need to do regular water changes. This is usually written on the packaging as well. So that's a bit of a disadvantage. Another thing is if you have a cheaper soil, the granules might not be as firm as the more expensive ones, so they will fall apart over time. The nutrients and the pH buffering capability will sort of decline over time. So after 1 or 2 years, yeah, it won't have as much nutrients anymore. And one other disadvantage is that it is a little bit more expensive than other substrates or gravels.
Do I need something else besides soil?
No, you don't. Especially if you're a beginner, I would just stick to only soil. Like I said before, it's an all-in-one product. There's a lot of products on the market to add to your soil, like bacteria or nutrients. These all come in like powder form, but you don't really need it. And some people like to add crushed lava rock to underneath their soil, and they do this to either build more height into the scape, or also another good reason for this is crushed lava rock has a lot of oxygen pockets inside it. So it's good, another good feature for the beneficial bacteria.
How long does soil last?
Well, depending on the brand and the quality of the soil, it will last 1, maximum 2 years. So after 2 years, most of the supplied nutrients and the pH buffering capability will be gone. So most people, they like to use fresh soil with every new scape that they make. I like to be a little bit more cost efficient, so sometimes I like to reuse old soil and I'll add some extra nutrients into that in the form of like root taps or something. I actually made a little video about this not too long ago. I'll link it up there. It has some good tips of how you can use old soil. Just recently I actually set up a scape with some old soil. This soil was like outside in a bucket for I think over a year. So the soil itself, it has lost all its nutrients, but it still is a great substrate for plants, and even though the nutrients are gone, we can add more nutrients into it, and yeah, it's still good to use, you know. There's no point in throwing it away if it's still a good product. Okay, that was episode 3 of How to Aquascape. 5 beginner questions about soil. Guys, if you have more questions, drop them in the comments. Always happy to answer all your questions. If you want to know what kinds of soil I use and which brands, I'll put some links in the description. If you learned something and you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.